Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your pal Flix here, and today we're going over what on earth the main story is, and our pal Keanu Reeves, aka Johnny Silverhand. Good luck making a title out of that again, Flix. That is, and what it means for Cyberpunk 2077, of course. As always, if you enjoy this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more daily, top quality content. Alright, I don't know if you all have seen the new marketing trailers. I'll have them playing in the little background. Pretty short little ads for Cyberpunk 2077. Don't worry, there's no real new footage in them. It's just meant to be kind of hype for the casual gamer. It's like type of stuff you'd see on TV ads to explain it, I suppose. So seeing Keanu got me thinking. I've already done a video about the immortality chip. Card on the top right, make sure to check it out. If I have to say so myself, it's one of the best things I've seen on the planet. Literally. Back on topic. Immortality chip. Silverhand, saving yourself, Subaru Arasaka. What do these all mean? Well, let's start getting into it. That's the fun part, right? Regardless of how you play the game, you'll be going and stealing a prototype biochip from Arasaka called the Relic. Ouch, we're going super far without asking a question of the day, so how are we going to know how you all are doing today? Today's question would be, if you could have any implant in the world, in the real life world, cyber legs, arms, mantis blades, that'd be a bit messed up, cyber jetpacks, what would you want? So first, I'd go with cyber eyes, because they'd be super nice, but also kind of on the down low. But now thinking about it, wouldn't like a jetpack be super cool, so you could just fly everywhere? I don't know, I'm in between cyber eyes and a jetpack. Anyways, according to the wiki, I don't know how true this is, so take it with a grain of salt, okay? The wikis aren't always the truest things. Apparently, the biochip was actually stolen from Subaru Arasaka. Subaru Arasaka being the owner and CEO of Japanese company Arasaka by his rebel son Euro. We're gonna call him Euro, okay? We're not having another Aldecondo's stroke, okay? Which means it's call him Euro, running the Arasaka branch in Night City. Because for those that don't know, Arasaka is mainly a Japanese corporation. Here's what's interesting. The word relic actually has two definitions, not one. So when I think of relic, I think it could be an object that survived a long time, right? But the second definition is what's interesting. A part of a diseased I already messed that up. A part of a diseased holy person's body or belongings kept as an object of reverence. You can tell I read that off Google. In fact, I messed it up right away. That was gonna be a diseased person's holy body. Okay. All right. Okay. Just no Google, please don't eat me. Now there was a Q&A a long time ago where they were building the world of Cyberpunk, or if you like to know about the lore, which if you would like kind of want to know about the lore, I guess, when they're building the world of Cyberpunk, do I need to know this before the game? Okay, that's a good way of explaining it, which would be ridiculous in my opinion. But what they said is, no, Cyberpunk 2077 is its own thing. Although if you are familiar with 2020, that's the previous board game that they had, well, that the creator of the universe did, not CD Projekt Red. They're completely different things. You'll find lots of friends here. The game does share a timeline that stems from its original source material. It was actually original material. I wrote source. No more reading quotes. I swear to you. I'm so bad at this. So why on earth am I telling you this? Well, there was an interview with the creator of the Cyberpunk universe, and the most unenthusiastic interviewer in this universe. I kid you not. She didn't want to be there. It was depressing. I was wondering if she was half robot. It was like literally, hello, do you like Cyberpunk? I talk like this too. Yeah, but it wasn't actually shared that far apart, which is not surprising because it didn't really say that much, but it also did say a lot. Hopefully I find it again. If I do, I'll be playing it right now.
For example, there was a plotline character that we had to work around, and Patrick came to me and said, I'm really worried because we have to do something with this character. And I said, oh, okay, so you have to like kill them back here. Yeah, we did that. You did? Yeah, we set it up and we killed him. But we also arranged that there was a way we could get it back when we needed to.
Yeah, super awkward if I didn't find it. But he pretty much said that CD Projekt Red told him that they needed a specific character for the plot. He said that he already killed them off, but left a way to bring them back. Now, this could be talking about two people. I see it either way, Silverhand or Adam Smasher. Silverhand was supposedly killed by Smasher. I say supposedly. I'm gonna say supposedly for both of these, because the lore is kind of ambiguous. Ambiguous, I think is the word is. Words are tough, man. Okay, I'm a chemistry major. I'm not an English major. Silverhand was supposedly killed by Smasher, and Smasher would have supposedly died when the Arasaka Tower came down on them via the nuclear detonation that brought the Fourth Corporate War to an end. It's more likely to be Silverhand than Smasher. Smasher is like the equivalent of Frank Horrigan, if any of you know the Fallout series, an insane endgame boss that takes everything that you have to throw at him to beat him, aka my V's fists are going to take him out. That's going to happen. Stay tuned. That's going to happen. I know we're starting to get long here, but we can't just jump to something without all the background information first set there. Of course, so it's Silverhand, because he would be the necessary plot character. He's in the bio relic chip. It's housing him. So do we have that? Do we have that out of the way? All right. Hopefully I've pushed that to the people that have two brain cells. Everyone else probably already understood it from the start, but I have to make these so everyone can understand. Keanu Reeves has I keep hitting this. I'm moving it away. Every single video I keep hitting this. Keanu Reeves has also pushed for his character to have more screen time, since it was announced that he would originally be Silverhand back in E3 of 2019. So he's playing an even bigger role than originally was supposed to be given to him. And the story they keep pushing is that you're not trying to save the world here, but save yourself. Now, full disclosure here, just gonna tell you the honesty. I would love my corporal character to side with Arasaka if that was even remotely possible for my V, but it kind of seems unlikely, because at the end of the day, you have Arasaka property inside your head. It's jammed in there. It's not getting out without you going bye-bye. Adam Smasher is the most obvious boss fight. Just look at him. And Sabura and Euro guy character arc has to go somewhere, possibly getting Euro to side with you. I wish I could pronounce. Comments. I already asked you a question of the day, but help me pronounce this. Seriously, you helped me with Alda Condos, which I think I'm pronouncing right this time. Just never gonna get it. Now, what about the factions of Night City? I've been making the argument since I started making Cyberpunk videos that those factions specifically come to help you in the end game. Think something like the Outer Worlds or Fallout New Vegas, where every faction just backs you, provides more and more support going into the end game mission. Don't believe me? What was Silverhand's quote in the Night City trailer, the factions trailer? Oh, his direct quote was, "Alone, you're effed." Dex was right. Stealing that relic was more or less a death sentence. You've made the hit list of one of the biggest corporations in Night City. Alone, you're effed. You can't handle the might of Arasaka, so you need to shape Night City's factions to end up saving yourself. Now, I know that I'm triggering people because everyone's like RPG, full RPG. Games can be an RPG while also having a set bad guy. Fallout 3 did. Fallout 4, not really. I was about to say Fallout 4, but no, you can side with anyone in Fallout 4-ish. Because you can go Institute, Brotherhood, Railroad, or Minutemen. But Fallout 3 had just straight up the Enclave being the bad guys. Fallout 2 had the Enclave being the bad guys. Fallout 1 had the Master's Army. And I'm just talking about random games that you guys might have not played, so I'm sorry about that. I'll talk about two main RPGs, Fallout New Vegas and the Outer Worlds. I draw comparisons a lot when talking about this game. They had a system where, hey, you could side with the bad guys. The bad guys are always painted as bad guys, no matter what. Fallout New Vegas had Caesar's Legion, and the Outer World had the corporations. So you could side with the bad guys, but how does that fit into a game as big as Cyberpunk, though, where okay, I actually have a section about this, which I'll get to, but Arasaka would just get too big. It wouldn't be fun anymore if Arasaka is big enough to handle the entirety of every single other faction alone. It just wouldn't make sense going forward if they ever want to do a sequel or anything. So in all three life paths, Arasaka is the big bad as well. I don't know if many of you really realized this, but I did. In the corporate, they try to wipe you. You're working with them. They try to wipe you after you got a mission from Jenkins to wipe out Abernathy, aka you're wiping out his boss for him. Street Kid, the corporal you're stealing from, is a member of Arasaka. He gets pissed off once you wiped off. Nomad, well, guess who's trying to stop you from stealing that iguana? Can you guess? It starts with an A. Arasaka. To end this off, the creator of Cyberpunk Universe I told you I was going to have a section for this. The creator of the Cyberpunk Universe has said that he doesn't like any faction getting too powerful, that there needs to be a reset, aka the wars, etc., to level things out, which isn't surprising. The Fallout series had the NCR, which was so powerful that they started running out of stuff that they could do for them, right? They took over so much. The only reason Fallout New Vegas takes place is because the NCR was overextended. They got too far off from their border. Their supply lines just couldn't really reach them, which isn't fun when one faction just steamroll everything. Like, imagine if you could side. I know Militech. Well, we don't actually know what's going on with Militech come Cyberpunk 2077. If they're still as big as they had been, because to think of it, the only reason that Militech won the corporate war was because of that nuke that detonated. It kind of destroyed public perception of Arasaka because they detonated literally a nuke in the corporate center of the city. So that's kind of what's going on here. I don't think Militech would be as big as it was at the time of the Fourth Corporate War. I highly doubt it. I think Cyberpunk Red is what's going to bridge the gap. I think something's going to be happening with Militech there, but that's just me straight up just speculating. But yeah, Arasaka shouldn't be able to handle every other faction. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it wouldn't make sense. That's not me saying that I don't want to side with Arasaka. If there's even like the smallest chance, I will do a corporate run with Arasaka just to see how fun it is. Anyways, it seems like it's going to be a super long vid. Wow. I did have to get through everything. I couldn't just be like, hey, at the end game, guess what? You're going to fight Arasaka. You're going to take them out. You're going to take out Frank Horrigan, a.k.a. Adam Smasher. And guess what? Silverhand is super important. I do believe he still has the power to play God over you come the end, because your relationship, I forgot to mention this, they stress that your relationship with Silverhand is very important, and it seems like from what they've seen that he's the one that's able to bring you back alive, so he might just decide that no, screw it, you're not coming back alive. But once again, speculation, haven't heard anything about that. Anyways, today's question was already asked, but in case you missed it, which cyber implant, I already messed that up. Today's question was already asked, but in case you missed it, which cyber implant would you like to have in real life? Write in the comments, or you can have it mail delivered by a dragon through the power of magic. It shall arrive. So, Clever Transition says, you've already subscribed, since you clearly subscribed when we said so in the intro. Unless you literally want Arasaka to rip that chip out of your V and leave him in a cold, desolate void. And don't forget to obliterate that like button while you're at it. Peace, ladies and gentlemen. Stay amazing. I usually don't upload Cyberpunk videos on Sunday, but you guys have been absolutely destroying it with support for these videos that they made, and they also made a new Keanu trailer, so I had to get in front of that. Anyways, peace, ladies and gentlemen. Stay amazing.